Hi everybody, it's Christina from Card Making Magic. This is a very simple card to make and you can use it from any open dies that you have in your collection. But this one is using dies from the Trendy and Simple collection from Spellbinders. These two cards are using the diagonal chevron, but for my card I'm going to use the glass effects. Now this die is the glass effects and it's in two parts, and what you're going to need to create the card is some white card for your base. I've used silver mirror card, but you can use any that you have, and some white card to colour on. And then you're going to need a piece of acetate that is just the size of your die. So you can pop your base card on one side, but from the white and the silver you're going to need a piece of card that's just the size of the die, and then from both pieces you're going to add the die and cut yourself a card. And once you've run that through the machine you'll have a piece of white and you'll have a piece of silver. So you now have these two pieces. You're going to pop the silver card on one side along with your base, and from the other one this is your mask. So what you're going to do is lay it down on some white card and you're going to tape it in place so that it doesn't move. Now once I've got my mask in place, I've chosen some colours. You can use distress inks, you can use chalks, you can use coloured pencils if you wish. These just happen to be alcohol markers that I have in my stash. And then what you're going to do is randomly colour this in, and you need to make sure that you go completely up to the lines, and then you're just going to colour it in and give it a nice even colour, and then pick another one. But you need to make sure that you're right up to the mask, because if you leave a white edge it will show at the next stage. Now once you've got as many of one colour down as you want, you're going to do the same with another colour, and you're going to fill in all this grid randomly until you get the pattern on your card that you like. Now once you've got the pattern on there as you want it, you're just going to trim it down and leave just a small border around the edge. And then once you've done that, you're going to add some glue to the edges, and then you're going to lay your acetate on the top. If you just glue the white edges and lay your acetate on top, your glue won't show on the rest of the pattern. Now you need to add your glue carefully, so I'm just adding a thin line along that edge, and this is Cosmic Shimmer Dries Clear. And then once I've added that in, I'm going to pop the acetate on top, and then you'll need to leave that and let that glue set up, and it will take a little while because the acetate is obviously not absorbent. Now once your glue's set up, you're going to take your silver piece and you're going to marry it up with the pattern on your card. And this is why you don't want to leave any white bits on that colouring part. So with a little bit of glue on this, you're going to glue that to the top of the acetate. Now once your glue has set up, if you take a soft cloth, and this is just a piece of kitchen roll, you can just rub away any of the glue that you've got on the side of the silver. Okay, and that's now ready to add to your card. Now for my card, I've picked out one of the colours that I've used, and I'm going to add in some ribbon, and I'm going to glue that on the back so that the workings will then be hidden. And you can add that to your base card and add any sentiment on there that suits your recipient. Now you can add your finished panel to a card that makes it just the same size, or you can add it to a larger base to create a card that's just a little bit bigger, or you can die cut another shape completely and add that to the front of your finished panel.